And the dunk by Stewart.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
Great dish from Nurkic there. He really has a sixth sense for those reads.
Pass to Robinson. There's the three. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Robinson's got 6.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Detroit's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Now Cunningham. Pass to Thompson. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Tie game in Utah. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
I think for the Jazz, they knew it was going to be a tough year. And I got to say, it's been hard to watch them fight, looking through all these challenges. Yep.
And let's review how things are going for the Jazz. They find themselves in a tight one here at the half.
You know what? They push the action.
And that'll do it for halftime.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Detroit's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Lauri Markkanen is out there with Bailey. Then there's Jusuf Nurkic. Then it's Keontae George. And it's Mykhailiuk in at the shooting guard. And that's the group for Will Hardy as they begin the second half.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Cunningham passes to Duren. No good. Utah trailing here. Pass to Bailey. Here's Mykhailiuk. Now, here is George. Markkanen a screen on Cunningham. George. Duren pulls it in. Pistons shooting reasonably well, 45%. George against Cunningham. Here's Duren. And he can't bank that one in. Jazz shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Pass to Harris. Shoots over Markkanen. Harris's shot is off.
This is frustrating. You come out to start the second half, you've made 1 of your first 4 shots.
They set the pick. Down low. Here's Mykhailiuk. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Oh, it's exactly how you lead someone with the pass. Beautifully done.
Cunningham left side. Pass to Harris. Back to Cunningham. 5 to shoot. Robinson dishes to Cunningham. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And why don't we take a chance now to see which teams have been the NBA's highest scoring squads this month. In third, the Jazz.
I just love their offensive flow lately. I mean, this is a dominant team offensively because of that rhythm and pace.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Kyle Filipowski's checked in for Markkanen. Jenkins, he's checked in for Detroit. George finds Filipowski. And that one's good. George has got 6.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Now here's Jenkins, defended by George. And Harris wide open. He shoots. It's good from long range.
And really a combo forward with a solid outside touch. Harris is the ideal fit for the modern NBA.
Pass to Thompson. Back to Harris. Utah with the rebound. Filipowski's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Bailey, guarded by Robinson. Here's Filipowski. He wants to get it to Nurkic and does. Banked in off the glass. He's got 6.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Jenkins the pass to Harris. 1:06 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Shot clock at 6. Here's Durant. That shot misses. Great D that time from Nurkic.
How about this? He cannot find his rhythm in this period. This has been tough sledding.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Now here's Jenkins. Defense is right there. Duran sets the screen for Jenkins. It's stolen by Bailey. Pass to George. Here's Mikhailuk. Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's Filipowski. Chalk up 2 there. Filipowski's got the lead up to 7 now for the Jazz.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And here is Robinson. Buries it from 3-point range. Robinson's got 9.
Well, we know this guy is always a threat offensively. You can't lose sight of him.
It's stolen by Duran. Here's Jenkins. And that one released in time, but no good. And that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. Jazz lead. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You'll love the unselfish play.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the court for the Pistons, at the guard spots, we'll see Cunningham and Ivey. Karis LeVert is out there with Holland. And it's Stewart in at the 5, home in the paint. Pocket 6, Cunningham passes to Holland. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, nice vision by Cunningham. Pretty much a 6'6" point guard. Cade is a really good passer.
Shoots the 3. Collier, that's good. And the Jazz lead by 5.
Well, you give him that much space, he's going to look like an elite shooter.
Stewart is screen. Cunningham kicks to Ivey. Back to Cunningham. Here's the screen to the paint. And Holland gets it to go. Holland's got 4 points this quarter.
Man, that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
Here's Cunningham. Pass to Holland. Shoots over Markkanen. Holland, no good.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
And a different look here for the Pistons. Jalen Duran. He's checked in for Stewart. Tobias Harris comes in for Holland. Asar Thompson, he's checked in for Karis LeVert. Robinson is subbed in for Ivey. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Will Hardy said to the team. He said, "This is who we are. This is the pace. Don't let up." He said it doesn't matter if they go on a run. What matters is how we respond. They plan to respond with a fury, guys.
Okay, Allie, thank you.
And you talk about getting back into the game, folks. 3 is better than 2.
And you don't need to tell him that. He's used the three-point shot as his primary weapon today.
Pistons trail by 4. Cunningham outside. Duren with the screen on George. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
Just a fantastic decision maker. Cunningham giving it up in that two-man set.
Malkin outside. And there's a call on Tobias Harris. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
George against Cunningham. And they call an illegal screen here.
Oh, in a close game like this, that is the kind of mental lapse you have to avoid.
Pistons have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Thompson, a screen on George. Here's Thompson to tie it up. Robinson outside. Now Cunningham. Now Harris. Shot clock at 5. Oh, that was a two-hander.
Time and time again, Harris stepping up with plays to help his team. That guy is a gamer.
Duren pulls it down.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Robinson outside. Now Cunningham. Now Duren. One-handed.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Harris against Markkanen. Nurkic. No good. Had a chance to end the run right there. And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Detroit Pistons. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Robinson outside. Here's Cunningham. Oh, the slam dunk.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Oh, the dunk.
And with the monster finish, he stops an 11-0 run by the Pistons.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
Cunningham.
Good. Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Shoots. Can't get it to go. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And that's an intentional foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5.
Cade Cunningham. 2 shots.
And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Boy, critical trip to the line. He knocks him in and gives him a little cushion down the stretch.
Here's Markkanen. And the 3 misses. And they go to the intentional foul.
Jusuf Nurkic. First personal foul. Third team foul.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second.
2 shots.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so the Pistons take the win. A truly fancy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And that about wraps it up. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in tonight. And now we present the player of the game, Cade Cunningham.